Most people believe that trust in personal branding comes from credentials, consistency, or visibility. It is like that if you post enough, share enough value, and try to look very professional, people will, trust you. Well, that sounds logical and it might be completely wrong. Here's the truth most, people miss. People don't trust personal brands because of what they say. They trust them because of how safe their brain feels listening to them. Trust is not an admiration. Trust is not your expertise, also. And trust is not something that is like risk reduction. Every time someone watches your content, their brain silently asks one question: if I listen to this person, am I putting myself at risk? The risk of being misled, the risk of wasting time, the risk of making a bad decision watching any kind of content and getting influenced by it. And this is why so many personal brands feels very polished but very untrustworthy at the same time. They focus on looking very impressive instead of being predictable or being accessible. They share conclusions without showing thinking, the seed of thinking. They try to give answers without any context. And perhaps they chase trends instead of following the core principles. So, from the brain's perspective, that's not quite something which is trustworthy and can be dangerous because unpredictability feels very unsafe. This is where it gets interesting. The fastest way to lose trust is trying to be too hard to look credible, right? Overconfident claims, universal advice, perfect Instagram worthy stories with no trade offs. Even if the information is correct, the brain will flag it as a marketing gimmick, not as a guidance. High trust personal brands try to do just the opposite. They try to make their thinking very visible. They explain why something will work, not just what to do. They will try to admit limitations. They can say that this works here, but not there. And that signals something very powerful, that this person understands consequences. And people trust those who understand consequences. Right? So, what people are really looking for is not answers, it's just the unique interpretation that you have. Someone who helps them see very clearly, someone who reduces confusion instead of adding more noise to it. That's why trust is not being built by being louder, smarter, or more consistent. It is built by being clear, very coherent, and psychologically safe to follow. In my next video, I will try to go much deeper into this topic, and I will try to break down the actual psychology behind personal branding and how trust forms in the brain, and why some people get trust instantly while others never do, no matter how much content they post. Right? Till then, take care.